I started drinking and I started doing things with guys. It became really depressing because my mom was never really there to find out what's happening.
My mom, I guess she started being afraid of me when I started being just like my dad. I started hitting my brothers and sisters, started choking my sister, tried to see if she could pass out.
I found I had a lot of anger problems. Most of it came because my dad wasn't there.
I became an alcoholic by the time I was 14. On the outside, I seemed happy, but on the inside, I knew what I was doing wasn't right.
I just knew that I was either going to lose my daughter or find some place for her. And by the grace of God, I found a house out.
We're back with Let's Talk About It with Judy, coming to you from Cafe Tobago in Davie. And I'm speaking with Reverend Susan Marcellus from the House of Hope of South Florida and Philip Santiago about troubled teens and some of the issues that they're having. I'm going to speak with Philip now because I spoke with Reverend Marcellus before. Philip, talk to me a little bit about some of the troubles that teenagers face today, some of the issues that they're going through.
Well, a lot of teens today are going through so much in their homes. A lot of them are facing anywhere from sexual abuse to drug addiction to all kinds of things. I mean, when in our society today, when teenagers start to come of age and when they start to hit that age around, well, now it's getting younger, but at least around 12 years old, they start to hit an age where they're seeing what their parents have shown them, and then they're also experiencing a world that they are trying to understand, and they're trying to fit in, and they're trying to see where do they belong in that world. But in the midst of that process, they get lost. In the midst of that process, they find themselves trying to understand, trying to take it all in. Mm-hmm. But when that happens, then all kinds of things come their way, and we know the enemy always wants to put things in their way or put people in their path that are not going to lead them in that right direction. He tries to confuse them. He tries to make them think that they're supposed to be one way when they're supposed to be another. We were talking earlier about recently an attack in a school that we had, two girls who considered themselves to be lesbians.
Yes, yes. At which school was that? That was
Dillard
just
High
at Dillard
School.
High, right?
High school. Well, apparently, from what I heard, this one of the girls was rejected by the other. They had been friends for a while, and the other had been rejected by her. I guess she wanted to start a relationship with her, and out of her pain, she murdered this other girl, wanting that other girl to feel her pain.
That was a really sad situation.
Yes, and you can imagine what the families are going through and things like that. But I think the main issue, the reason why we're having all these things is the church is not doing its part. The church is not stepping out. The church is not addressing issues. I think we beat over the horse, the sex issue. I believe many churches, I mean, it's the new thing to say in church. Churches aren't covering sex, but they are. I mean, especially for the past 5 to 10 years, that's something that we've been promoting, but we haven't gone deeper than that. We haven't gone to how do I address when my parents are living a certain way at home and I'm seeing this, but in church it's this way. My heart specifically is for church youth, for young people who are in church.
Do you work in a church with the youth right now?
As of right now, no. I have since about 14. I'm 21 now. Since about 14, I've been working in youth ministry. So I've seen ins and outs of youth who are especially raised in church youth.
Right.
Who parents may be pastors, parents may be ministers, been raised in church their whole life, but they're living one life in church and one life in the world.
At home, yes. I mean, I've been a youth minister for quite a few years myself, and it's amazing some of the things that are happening at home that you don't hear about. And I agree with you that a lot of this stuff is being shoved under the carpet. When we were growing up, we didn't have to deal with stuff like that, you know.
Well, I did. I saw it when I was growing up, and it's increased a lot since then, because I had the story of being the young girl that grew up in church and you're seeing things happen mixed, and I had my son when I was 16 years old.
Okay. See, I was a young girl who did not grow up in church. I grew up in the world, and so for me, I'm seeing all these experiences, the worldly experiences and what's happening in church coming together, as you rightly say, Philip. So, you know, what do these kids do? I mean, where are we sending them if they're not getting the answers in church?
Well, some are sending them to the world to get help, sending them to counselors who don't have a Bible-based worldview. We're sending them to no one. We're sending them to drugs, we're sending them to sex, we're sending them to the radio. We're sending them to all these things that aren't helping them, that are perpetuating their problems, that are bringing them deeper into the enemy's trap. And I'm going to be honest, I don't believe per se that that we have the answer for every single person, but we know that the Word does. And we know that we have to seek that out. We have to seek what the Holy Spirit is leading. I don't believe that us by our own strength can do it. We have to bring them into truth.
I think for me, one of the things that I see is, as I say, we're not really addressing these issues, and unfortunately, a lot of them are swept under the carpet, and we pretend they aren't even there.
Yes.
You know, when I was growing up, the parents at home were the ones who did the discipline, and the church did discipline. Now we're looking to government to take care of all our problems, and I think the church is definitely missing a very, very important part of its mission there. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Let's Talk About It with Judi. Don't leave your spot. We're coming right back.